Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. My battery's low, so it's at 23%. Um, I have this cart, so I most likely can't take this cart into the McDonald's. I'm trying to think of somewhere else where I could go to charge. It's still early. It's 5:56 Eastern Standard Time, so I don't know if that laundromat is 24 hours like he said, but I don't know if they would let me in there, just to charge my phone if I wasn't washing clothes and stuff. And because like this, I don't know, there's somebody always in there, like in the regular laundromat that I would go to in the mills of earnings. But I just woke up not too long ago. I was just looking at, some videos on my phone, so I'm definitely emailing the lady again this morning. Like, y'all, it was so cold last night. Oh my God, it was so cold. I didn't know why. I didn't think, like, Tracy, you might need a jacket or bring your little blanket or something. Like, oh my God, it was so cold. I was shivering the majority of the night. So I was right here. This is the spot that I was at when I was looking at the tree and stuff last night, like before I went back to the bus stop. That dude is crazy. Actually, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, like, let me just go ahead and block his ass. Because he was like, well, you had my number. You never called me. And I'm like, yeah, obviously there was a reason why. Like, I was dealing with a lot. And legit, like, he was like, well, I'm a street dude. And, I'm a man. I'm gonna want. Listen, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you want. For real. Looking for it. Oh, there it is. Black. I'm not dealing with that. That's crazy. I just met the dude 2 weeks ago, and he literally expected me to open my legs for me to be able to spend the night. I'm like, What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, Jeffrey? Grand Rising, Jeffrey. I've been in the funk of the last couple of days, Jeffrey. I couldn't sit up there and welcome you to the chat like how I normally do, Vice President. So please forgive me. A lot's been going on. But I just saw your little comment where you say that CC, feels bad, but we don't go backwards. That is absolutely correct, honey. Thank you. Thank you for the pen, honey. Thank you. My battery's low, so I won't be able to be on here long. I got to charge both of my phones and stuff. But, in general, like, there was a lady that was sitting here. She had a big old bag, too. So, obviously, she's in a similar situation as me. Because Kay was like, well, who was there with you? And I'm like, I don't know, some lady, and she got a suitcase, too. Oh, wait a minute. I see a quarter. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get this change. Hold on. See, I didn't see it in the dock. I'm trying to keep up this change. They were having a good old time eating crab legs because there's crab leg shells all over the place. And somebody had peed outside because it smells like urine. You're happy that I'm okay? Yeah, I'm okay. My back is still hurting, Lord knows, on this hard-ass bench. And I used my little backpack as my little pillow, but it was cold. It's cold now. Like, you see, I had put a pair of pants on my arms because the damn mosquitoes were tearing me up last night, and now it's freezing. Like, and I didn't have no jacket, no blanket, so I've been out here shivering all night. Like, it took a minute for me to be able to fall asleep. Like, I was tired. I was definitely tired, but it's so much noise going by. It's a main intersection right here, so it was a whole bunch of the lights from the gas station, and then all the bright ass lights from the cars coming up the street and stuff like that. So, and then there was the popo were zooming through, flashing the lights, and setting up the siren and all this stuff. So it took me a minute to get to sleep because there's so much noise and commotion and all this stuff going on. So, so it took me a minute to get to sleep, and then it got cold later, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Anywho, but I just found 31 cents. It was 31 cents that I just found over there. So see how God's still looking out for you. Yeah. This was a lot though. This was a lot. This was a lot. You know, it's a lot. Oh, oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and send the lady another email. Like I gotta charge my stuff. Like it's still early. Like I gotta figure out where I could go because today's the late day for the library, and the lady said I could only bring. She was only gonna let me bring the cart in yesterday, so I can't go to the library again with this cart because she's not gonna let me, bring it in. So, and then they don't open until 12 today because today's Tuesday, Wednesday. They don't open until 12 because they're open from like 12 to 8 on Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it was funny because you were better off by yourself for now because if you would have stayed, he would have made his move on you. No, it's not like that. Like, and I'm tired of people. No offense, Jeffrey, but I'm tired of people. Because even like the dude had asked me the same thing. Frank did the same thing. It's like that's not how this is. Like I look at him kind of like my little brother. You know what I mean? And I tried to help out to the best of my ability. He didn't like the fact that I'm aggressive. He didn't like the fact that I push him. It was no intimate sexual nothing on my part. I'm not saying it wasn't on his part because I told you he went to the therapy program years ago and lied on me and told the people that I was his girlfriend. I was like, no, that's not true. Not true. Not true at all. But I'm a Virgo, and y'all know Virgos are like the caregivers of the zodiac. So it's like I help people. That's what I do. But I'm not in a position right now that I really can help nobody because I could barely help myself. But I didn't know all of this stuff. Like I said, I didn't know that the cousin had told him he wasn't supposed to have nobody in the house. All I know is that his daddy died. And Chris has always asked me for help. And I've always helped him. That's just how it's been. So I helped him. And once I didn't have a car anymore, I didn't have anywhere to go. So this is just a month later, and because this could have happened a month ago, but no, because I had a temporary. I knew it was temporary. I said it was temporary. Like I wasn't planning on being there forever. Like I told him, I was like, I just needed one more week, for real. Like I just needed one more week, but it's okay. Like my back is still gonna be fucked up for a minute because this bench is hard. It was freezing cold, but I mean, I made it through. Nobody came through here. That was good. Like the lady was here when I first got here. I said hello. I don't know if she has some mental problems going on or whatever. She didn't speak. She kept looking at me though. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? I'm trying to see if I can get a ride, something. Because that dude, the dude from the bus stop, because I saved him in my phone, is Chris Bus Stop. I just blocked him. Okay, I just blocked him. But that was crazy. That was crazy. So, and I don't do that. I don't help people expecting stuff, because that's not you really helping from the kindness of your heart. Like you're gonna get your wings later by all the good deeds that you do. He just wanted coochie. And I'm like, okay, well, dude, you could have just said that, and I could have stayed my fat ass right here underneath the same. Well, I'm not underneath the same tree. I was on. It's one, two, one. It's three benches over here. So I was over at that far bench earlier when I was. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do Q&A. I actually have my glasses on this time so I can see what I'm doing. It's I don't know the lady's channel name, but she's homeless right now too, and she always puts her name like homeless something and then her cash app underneath. It won't let me move it in the corner. It won't let me. Okay, let's try that again. It's not letting me move it. I don't know. Anywho, it's okay. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, Mr. and Mrs. Howard. I don't know if you're a female or a gentleman. Grand rising to everybody in the chat. Yes. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Like, y'all, I need all the love and support that I can get at this point because this shit is crazy. Like I said, I've been homeless multiple times. I've never been homeless on the street, So, like I said, this is it. Like, this is the end of a chapter. It has to be an end of a chapter. Like, I'm not going through this stuff anymore. And these people have done nothing but drag my name through the mud for years. I would say like at least 10 years. And CC won't stop lying. He won't stop telling the business. He won't act right. He's just doing a whole bunch of stupid, despicable shit that he's always been doing and will continue to do. And then he's like, well, you're supposed to help me. Excuse me, you are not my man. You are not my husband. You are not my child. It's not my responsibility to take care of you. I tried to be the best friend to you that I could. With the information that I had and how I know how to handle stuff, you don't like that I'm aggressive. Then I told him, well, then you should have walked away a long time ago. Yeah, about him being in his feelings and that we have to continue to move forward, not backwards. Yeah, that's true. So there's a little mobility. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me see. No, it's behind the school bus. No. Okay, so in DC, the mobility people are the Metro Access people. So I was just trying to show you the little van, but he flew by so fast he was caught behind the school bus. Good morning, my beautiful queen. Grand rising, sweetheart. Grand rising, Mr. Parker. So anywho, so like I said, it wasn't that bad. Like, the main thing was the bugs. I would say the first thing was the bugs. The mosquitoes were tearing my ass up. That's why I put my pants on my arms, because the mosquitoes were tearing me up. And then later on, as it got cold, it's like I needed it for like some extra warmth or whatever. But I'll say, Frank has been calling to check up on me, and that's cool, because he actually was trying to get me a ride last night. He was trying to get me a ride, so that was nice. But then he was like, well, I need $20. I'm like, $20 for what? For gas. Like, if I could get a ride for you, I need $20 for gas. I'm like, what about the $20 when I had asked you for $20 for gas? And you said, oh, well, I didn't have to go into the city. I could just pick you up at your grandmama's house. I still had to put gas in the car. Okay? That's what I'm saying. It's like when I needed help and people know that I need help, and they still don't want to help, but then they still want to be all up in my face. But I mean, at least it's nice that he's been reaching out. Because once I had told him how I felt, I haven't said nothing else to him. He saw my little Facebook post on my regular Facebook. He had hit me up, and my little church lady friend that I had met in the Aldi's, she had hit me up, and so then she gonna ask me, like, she was like, well, I knew a lady that needed help with her dad. I'm like, okay, but she was like, I think the daughter is helping now, because she's like, I didn't know what was going on. She's like, I knew you were good. I wasn't. I don't always disclose stuff. Shit, my phone's down to 50%, y'all. So this video is going to be short until I can charge my phone back up. But I wasn't. I just don't always say what's going on. You know what I mean? It was a lot. I was depressed the whole entire fucking month that I was in this house. He would not leave me the fuck alone. You know, I'd be sitting up in the room and he come knocking on the door. So like the day that the cousin came, he said he knocked on the door. I was like, Chris, you did not knock on the door. Any other time that you've knocked on that door, I heard you. Like, he don't even have to knock on the door. You know, it's an old house. So he go walking around. I could hear the floor creaking and stuff. He was right there acting like a fucking stalker right there in front of the door. That's why, because I was recording. I was like, what do you want, Chris? Like, I could hear you. And then, like, as soon as I said something, then that's when he started knocking. I was like, I heard you in front of the door. Like, what do you want? You know I'm recording, you know? So he was like, I don't even remember what the fuck he had said. All I know, it was fucked up. It was, like I said, I'm just tired of being mistreated by him and his family. These people are assholes. And I'm not a glutton for punishment. I'm not putting up with no more of this bullshit. I'm tired of them running my name through the mud or whatever. He gonna sit up there and pay me my money for cleaning this nasty ass house. I've been cleaning. The house still wasn't clean. It's still not clean. Like, to my liking, it's not clean. But I didn't have money to get no more cleaning supply. Like I needed that grease lightning degreaser, because it was just layers and layers of grease in that kitchen. But whatever, I cleaned that whole house for a month. I need $600. I need $600 to get into a new car rental. So that's why I printed up the invoice. That's what I did at the library yesterday. And then I have a copy, because he didn't have his flash drive, and I couldn't send it to my email, and literally the library was about to close. So I have a copy. Chris have a copy. He said I'm gonna send it to him. I'm like, that's fine. I put my government name on there and my telephone number. So if you want to sit up there, if you have anything else to say, you don't have to sit up there and relay the messages, through Chris. Stop threatening to call the police on me. I don't have no reason to go back to that house except to get my stuff. After all this is said and done, like, literally, this is the nail. This is officially the nail in Chris' coffin. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. No time to yourself. He never gave you space. I mean, he gave me space. He gave me space a little bit. But my thing is, though, he knows what he keeps doing wrong. And even as a special needs person, he's still taking his free will and he's choosing, to still do the wrong things. And then he expects, he tries to play victim all the time. Oh, I don't understand why I can't stop lying. Oh, I don't understand why I can't act right. I'm like, you can try to pull the wool over other people's eyes. Like, I've been dealing with you for 20 years. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not going through that no more. So, hard lesson learned, but I can't. Like I said, we weren't even talking. We were not talking. He was like, well, I still want to be in communication with you. What about when your mail comes? Nigga, just send me the email like you normally do and let me know when the mail comes. That's what I'm saying. It's like honestly, if there was a way that I could sue his cousin, for forcing me to leave after I've established residency in that house, trust and believe I would do it at this point, because I'm tired of these people dragging me and my name through the mud. I was the main one. I have given up way more of my money than Carissa has to help this boy. I'm not saying she hasn't helped. She's helped. But I've given up more money. So that's what I'm saying. His mama coddled him and told him his whole life that he was normal. So when we had went to, like, I was the one going every week when he had to go to, when he was at his university job. It was mandated that he was supposed to stay in therapy because, he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he got a temper problem. He keep lashing out. He won't leave people alone when they say leave him alone. So he was supposed to stay in therapy. He would go for a while and then stop. Something else happened, so then they keep telling him you need to go back to therapy. Blah 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 blah. So who was the one going with him every week? That one appointment, me, his mama, and Carissa went that one time. All the other times, it was me, yours truly, right here, that was going with this fool every week. His name is Darius. The psychologist was Darius. Me, I was the one going with him to go see Darius every week. His mama came that one time. So I think initially it started off that she was trying to treat him like he was normal. But then as she got older, I think she just got tired. I just think she got tired. you know so then I don't know, but I mean, this whole situation, like I said, is beyond fucked up. So it's like I wasn't talking to Chris. Like, Carissa had walked away from him a long time ago, like I said, and kudos to her, because I should have did the same thing, but I thought I was doing something right. I thought I was being helpful. No, I really wasn't. So damn Redbone. What did he say? Hold on. I bet you was bad in the 90s. I was still fat, though. I was still fat. Yeah. So, that was funny. I don't know. What is that? Need the lineup, I guess. That was funny. So, but anywho, so like I said, the main thing that is three things that I said that I feel, like, I mean, as far as being out here last night. No, you cool. You cool, Jeffrey. Don't apologize. That's why you got the wrench, honey. That's why you got the wrench. I just want to see, because like I said, if they make me laugh, then, I don't block people. But anywho, so like I said, the bugs were the main thing that tore my ass up last night. This bench is hard, so of course, my back is still hurting. So, and then it was cold, so that was it. Like, there was nobody out here. Nobody came through here when I was here. Like, there was some YNs. There was like 5 YNs that had walked down, in the middle of the night, but they didn't come back. They just walked down. They didn't walk back. And if it wasn't for all the damn traffic, it probably would have been quiet, Like, right now, it's pretty quiet because it's not a whole bunch of traffic coming through here. But, as people are headed to work and stuff, I'm sure that's going to pick up. But, I mean, it wasn't bad. I don't want to have to do it again, though. I don't want to have to do it again. So, I don't know. So, we'll see. We'll see if Frank could actually get me a ride, or, I got to email this lady through unemployment to see if my money is actually going to be released. Because as long as that could happen, then I could get me a Uber. I can go just get me a room until I can figure out my next move. You know what I mean? So at least I wouldn't have to be on the street. So with my cot. So that's what I'm saying. I told him, I told him to his face. I said, you don't like me and you just want to see me suffer. And his family is horrible for putting me out on the street. He could have let me, like I said, I only needed 1 more week. I just needed time for these people, these Maryland government officials, to finally get off their ass and do their job and work on my claim to release the money. So the lady said, everything has been processed. She had my claim. She had my file, She had my file for 2 days. She had did her, her portion of the notes and stuff. So she said literally she had, did her part and did what she had to do. She had looked over all the stuff, all the notes. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 long, drawn out years. So it's plenty of notes. They need to have somebody like me in there processing them claims. Okay, Virgos, if you need to get a job done, hire you a Virgo. Yes, we gets the shit done. Okay, and we normally organize, but the main thing is we gets the shit done. Okay, like I wouldn't sit up here. Like you obviously got to go back through some of these, claims and stuff to make sure that they were actually processed. Because obviously my claim was never officially 100% processed. So I just needed my money. I told him, I was like, I'm not helping you no more. Like I'm not giving you no money. Like I'm not doing shit. Cause remember Tracy a gold digger. Tracy literally took money from the special needs dude. Okay. Okay. Okay, Christopher. so so this was just too much. Like this is too much. Like I told him when he was still talking to Crazy Cat, and I told him, I was like, if you still talk to Crazy Cat, I'm not gonna be friends with you no more. And I meant what I said when I said it. It was my fault because I didn't follow through with the actions behind it. So I have nobody to blame but myself. And then, like I said, I can continue to try and try and try and try. So it's like, when are you gonna stop banging your head up against the brick wall when you realize the stuff is not working? It wasn't working. He a butthole. His family are assholes. But that's all right, because Uncle Tom's sick, and so is Rob. So like I had told him, because his daddy was not a nice person. Lord rest his soul. His daddy was not a nice person. He was an asshole. He didn't like me from day one. I never did nothing to that man. Nothing. I did nothing to that man. But me and his mom were always cool. I liked his mom. His mom was a really nice lady. I would see her all the time. Their little dog Waldy. I would see her. She loved Boston Market. Normally when I would run into her, she would either be at the Popeyes or the Boston Market right there at Beltway Plaza. That's normally where I would run into his mom. So of course, when I would see her, we would sit there and chop it up for a minute. I would ask her how she was doing. She would ask me how I was doing, how work was, and how life was, and all this stuff. And then I'd be like, okay, well, enjoy your lunch, enjoy your dinner. I would pet Waldy, and then I would keep it moving. Like we always were cool. So like the people at work, when they called it him having his episodes, when Chris would have his episodes at work, they would just send him home. Like it could be a Wednesday. They're like, Chris, go home, go calm down, chill out, and come back to work on Monday. They would still pay him and everything, because he had the people, the department head and his immediate supervisor. They both were black, and they both were looking out for him and had his back. It wasn't just them. It was other people. Like I went to like 3 of his barbecues. Like everybody. It was like he had a village at work. You know what I'm saying? He had a village, at least of the black folks. I don't know about everybody else, but he had a village of the black folks that were looking out for him. Like, I think he had that job like 7 years, something like that. And he lost that job because, Sheldon had retired. Dee got wrongfully terminated. So it was a white dude that came in that became the head of that department. And I told him, I said, look, I said, just make sure you go to work on time, because if they try to, pin something on you, at least the one thing they can't say is, oh, at least CC don't come to work on time. But that's the one thing that they hung his ass up on. So, and I forget what year that was. But literally from January of that year to September, because he got fired at the end of September that year, he got clocked 26 times being late. 26 times. It was documented that he was late 26 times from January to September that year. So by the end of that month, the end of September, that was it. It was a wrap. He was gone. And I tried to tell him, he won't listen. He keeps lying too much. It's just too much. Like it's just too much. It's too much. Like like I said, just this year alone, look at all the shit that I've had to deal with. I've had to deal with the former friend, having to go right into the mousetrap, which I didn't have to go to the mousetrap because I could have been right here. But he was being deceitful because he wanted to waste the money how he wanted to waste the money. And then without being questioned. But okay, so you're letting your parents' house go. These people done paid into this house for 28 years. And they're 2 years from having the mortgage paid off. I mean, I would have been had the shit paid off. But anywho, they're 2 years from having their mortgage paid off. And you literally losing their house. Like, that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And then he won't act right. And then when he gets questioned and when he don't want to be questioned, he instantly wants to start lashing out and raising his voice. So when Carissa was there, I didn't have to say nothing. He pissed me off. So I knocked his glasses off his face. you know? I didn't touch him. I did not touch him. I touched the glasses. I knocked the glasses off his face. And then Carissa, he kept with that yelling shit. And then he said something like, mind your business or something. Good morning. Good morning. So, so she jacked him up. and I was surprised. I was sitting there looking because that's a side of her I ain't never seen. That's normally me. I'm normally the aggressor. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, because she tired. I'm tired. And I get where the cousin's coming from. He tired of the dude lying too. Like, it's so much. Like, he lied to his parents. He lied to us. He's lied to everybody. Chris has laid hands on all the women around him. I don't know if he laid hands on Crazy Cat. I don't know about that part. And we're not friends no more. So I can't ask her that question at this point. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I can't do it no more. So, but like I said, my little experience being outside, it wasn't bad. Nobody, like, you see the dude just walked through here. It's morning time. Okay, so he walked through here. He just went across the street. He's catching the bus. Oh, no, he's not catching the bus. He's still walking. Nobody walked through here last night. Like I said, it was just a whole bunch of commotion because the traffic zooming by. And when the po-po flashing their lights and was zooming by, it wasn't bad. But I don't want to have to do it again. Like, it's cold and I need a bed. I need a bed to sleep in. So like I said, I just need my unemployment. Like, the lady said she was going to call me yesterday. She did not call me yesterday. That's why I left that's why I had left the email. So I'm going to make sure that I email her first thing. I didn't send her the picture of the cart and everything. Like, I need my money. And you said you were going to call me yesterday and you didn't call me. So I'm going to email again because I need my money. As long as I have my money, I can get me a car. Like, it's been horrible, y'all. I've been in this house with Cece for a whole month. So honestly, I feel like this was definitely some divine timing at play. Like, God led me here for a reason. But maybe it was like, not just to have a temporary place to stay and all that stuff. Maybe he led me here to close the chapter. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it was a lot. It was a lot that I was dealing with. Like, I was depressed. I went from having a car to not having a car. From having money to spend to not having no money to spend. All of my bills are past due. And my shit is literally about to get auctioned off. My oldest storage bin that has mine and all of my mama's stuff in it. And I told him, because he had the money and he could have helped me. And I had to ask for the help. He would not help me. So I told him, if all of my stuff, including my mama's stuff, after I've been paid 18 years of this storage, gets auctioned off, I'm fucking you up. For real. Like, I'm not even playing. For real. Because this is ridiculous. Damn it. My phone's about to die. Oh, y'all. I don't know where I could go to charge my phone. This phone is at 25%, but my YouTube is not connected to this phone. It was connected to my pink phone and my red phone. Just when the shit just starts getting good. Shoot. He lays hands on you, Traci. Yeah, he's laid hands on me multiple times. But see, Traci knows how to defend herself. Every time he come at me crazy, because I told you, my mama said, when they come at you crazy, you get the heaviest thing near you and you try to knock the holy hell out of him. Well, I don't try to knock the hell out of him. I know he got demons in his head telling him to do all the crazy shit. I don't try to knock the hell out of him. I was trying to knock some sense in his ass. That's what I tried to do. So we fought quite a few times. But I could hold my own. I'm the one who always has the upper hand. I fuck him up. Every time when he come at me crazy like that, putting his hands on me when he knows he has no business. I'm telling you, when he bit me that time, I don't want that man touching me. So when he puts his hands on me, like we were sitting on the bed while the family was ganging up on me in the Zoom chat. It was five dudes. Five dudes. I was the only female. Well, young lady, you just gotta leave. You just gotta leave. You gotta leave. And then he's telling me about, how he raised his mom and all that. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't need to know all that. Y'all are some assholes. I've always helped this fool. I'm not helping him no more. I'm not even in the position that I can help anymore. I can't fix this. And it's not my responsibility to fix his fuck ups. And he's not getting no more of my money. Okay? Chris got thousands and thousands of my dollars before he ever gave me a dime. And the very first time that I ever asked him for anything was the first time when I found myself homeless. Okay? When I had my own car and I had to go up to Atlantic City. Well, at least it was suggested that I go up to Atlantic City. That's the very first time I had ever asked him for some help. Because he had, got my help, but I never asked for nothing in return. So it's just like I can't do it no more though. Like I said, this officially was the nail in his coffin. So he's like, the cousin was like, oh well, he's fussing up about the scammers because he wants me to pay the electric bill. I'm like, dude, it's way beyond bigger than that. He don't know. They don't know. Chris don't tell them stuff. But me and Carissa know, because what she knows stuff that I don't know, and I know stuff that she don't know. So we have to like literally kind of compare notes to find out what the hell is going on. But I gotta charge my phone because, like I said, Frank was supposed to be trying to get me a ride. He's like, it's time for you to come home. I'm like, Frank, Baltimore is not home for me. But I mean, I'm cool with the county. I'm cool with the county. That's why I've been out here the last 5 years or whatever. But I'm cool with the county. But I don't consider Baltimore home though. I don't. But I mean, I think it's cute. He trying to be nice. And I could appreciate that. But, I shouldn't have to. I done spent so much money, even with this particular person. I shouldn't have to come up with $20 for gas just to get a ride. Give the man the $20, okay? Give the man the $20. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it. So I gotta figure out. Let me see, what time is it? Where's my other juice? Because I'm thirsty. Let me drink some water. He was trying to drink up my little bit of water. I'm like, boy, you got 2 cases of water in the house. If you don't leave my water alone. He just take. He like a fucking parasite. So I gotta see what the weather is gonna be like today, because I thought I had felt like a couple little droplets. I was like, oh, please don't rain on my stuff. What's the weather supposed to be like in Washington, D.C. today? See, and it's going to be hot.
Today's forecast for Washington is 93 degrees and sunny.
It's going to be hot today. This is some bullshit. He going to be chilling up in the air conditioner while my fat ass out here in the heat. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for being such a great friend. Thank you, friend. I mean, it's okay right now because it was cold. Like I said, it was cold. I was shivering from the time it got cold, like literally until the time I woke up. I mean, it's okay now because the sun's coming up. But it was cold. And now it's going to be hot as shit. There's no reason why I could not got an extra week. The man let me stay there 2 extra weeks. He knew I was there. He's just mad because he kept asking Chris, is somebody in the house? And he said every single time, Chris said no. He's like, I was trying to protect you, Trace. I don't need no protection. I can defend myself. I know how to take care of myself. You don't. You really are not good at defending yourself either. I have rights. I can defend myself. Nigga, I ain't do nothing to you yet. But I'm about to, because you won't stop yelling at me and won't shut the fuck up. And won't leave me alone. It was sweet because last night, the young lady that was here, She was sitting here at the table. It's like a little like checkers or chess table right here. And I think she was on Instagram or whatever. So she had asked me at some point because she was listening to, she was right there. So she was listening to my conversation when I was recording, when I was laying under the tree last night or whatever. She's like, "Are you on Instagram Live or something?" She said, I think she said Facebook or Instagram Live. I said, "No, I'm on my YouTube." And she's like, "Oh, okay." So she had asked me, if I had eaten, and I said no. Literally, the only thing I ate yesterday was the 4 eggs and the tuna fish before I left with a few crackers. I didn't eat dinner, you know. And she was like, "Well, do you have food?" And I was like, "Well, I have some snacks. I have my bananas, my little spotted up bananas. I have my bananas, and I have my chips and my crackers. That's what I got." And I took my other little hot dog buns. I sure did. So see, my bananas are spotted up, but they're still firm. So, chiquita. See, it's no. I mean, it's a little spot right there, but still nice and firm. It's ugly on the outside, but the banana is still nice and firm on the inside. mm. So, like I said, I gotta go charge my phone. I gotta find somewhere where I can take this cart with me to charge my phone. It's still early. I don't know if that laundromat is 24 hours. And like I said, I don't know if they'll let me charge my stuff if I'm not washing. This cart is heavy too. And it's okay pushing it down the sidewalk. It's just when you have to go up them damn hills. Right here, the back part of my arm was hurting last night when I was coming back from dealing with that bullshit with Chris from the bus stop. I was dealing with Chris in the house. And then he's like, "Well, you didn't call me until you had an issue or whatever." I was like, "Dude, I was depressed. I don't know what to tell you." Okay? I really wasn't talking to nobody. I was doing my YouTube. But really, the only person, like, I really hadn't even been talking to Kay. Like, me and Kay got to the point that we would have our little powwows every single morning. Like, I haven't even been talking to her because of all the shit that was going on. But, Carissa was planning the trip here, so we were keeping in regular contact. She was the only person that I haven't even talked to you lately, Jeffrey. I haven't been talking to people. Like, that was horrible what was going on in that house. I don't know what time this community center opens, and I doubt that, again, I could take this card in there. But I need... This phone is at 24%. So I need a charge. And I need to take my medicine because in all the huff yesterday, I forgot to take my medicine. So I definitely need to take my medicine today. So that's what I'm saying. I need to get another car. That's why I told Chris, I said, I need $600 to get into a new car. So I need your cousin to pay me the money that I need to get me into another car so at least I could just go back to sleeping in the car. No problem. At least I have the transportation. I need the transportation so I could at least have the place to stay. Like, at least to have somewhere to sleep until I could get the money together. Because as long as I have the money together, I could just go get a room. It's not a problem. And then I can still get around and I can still make money while I'm still trying to look for jobs and stuff. Like, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Like I told the therapist, it's like mentally I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I don't mind doing the gig work. I just wish that, it generated more income for me or whatever. But I don't mind doing the gig work because I don't have nobody around bothering me and getting on my nerves. So it serves its purpose. But So I'm definitely email out. Like at this point, I'm gonna have to email her multiple times. I'm just gonna have to start blowing up her email like how I was blowing up the voicemail. I sent the four emails to, that link, and then I just started blowing up the voicemail too. So I'm gonna have to blow up her emails too, because she said she was gonna call me yesterday. She knows I need my money, so don't tell me that you're gonna call, because I'm expecting your call. That's why I had sent the email, because here it is, like 2 o'clock, at least 2:30. I sent the message. Like it took me about 2 hours just to get to the library yesterday. It was hot. This cart is heavy. I had to take these breaks. So I finally sent the email once I had arrived at the library. So that was like at least about 2:30. So don't tell me that you won't call me knowing I need my money. Y'all have been playing around with my money. Y'all have been holding up like literally delaying and holding up my money on purpose for 3 whole years. But right now is when I really, 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 truly need it. So give me my money. For real. Stop playing. And there's no more CC. I just, no more. No more. This is definitely the beginning of a new chapter, y'all. It's definitely the beginning of a new chapter. Like I can't, and like I said, I'm tired of these people. This man busted up in the room. They, ganged up on me in the Zoom chat, and then he still, like, he was cordial the first two times, but then like after he was cordial even when he busted up in the room, but then during the Zoom chat, oh, he was feeling real froggy. He grabbed his sack then. when he had reinforcements, that's when he wanted to say, knuck when you buck. Like, okay, well, nigga, you could have did that shit when you were in the house. So, some people are like that. Some people have to have an audience. Some people have to have, a tag team or something like that to be more assertive. Not Traci. I can handle my shit just fine on my own. Yeah. I don't need an audience. I don't need supporters. I don't need a tag team. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but I mean, this is it. Like I said, y'all pray for me that my money gets released today. So I wouldn't need Frank to get me a ride, but I mean, at least he's trying to get me a ride. So that was nice. And he had called me like 3 times in the middle of the night. Carissa had texted me. Kay had texted me. My church lady friend, she normally DMs me through my Facebook. So all of them had checked up on me to make sure I was all right, because they knew I was outside. So, and I appreciate that, I know deep down there's a good person in there. He just want to cut up too much too. So, but I appreciate him checking up on me. So thank you for that. All right, y'all. My phone's about to die at any moment. Let me find a place that I could go charge these phones in the meantime, because like I said, the library don't open till 12, and I can't bring the cart in the library today. Like she said, I could do it yesterday, but it's just that was like a one-time deal. So I still got the cart, so I won't be able to go in the library today if I still have the cart. Damn, Traci, you back outside. Yep. But I mean, at least being outside wasn't bad, though. It wasn't bad, Jason. It wasn't bad. Like, because I had a car. At least I have security in a car. People just can't randomly walk up on you. I mean, they can, but in a car, they would have to bang on the windows, or like that Jamaica dude that time, he had banged on my roof when I was in his way, when I was downtown doing that delivery, and I was checking my messages and stuff before I had rolled off. So he had banged on the roof or whatever. It's like, at least you have a sense of security in a car. So I don't mind. Like I said, I was like, I'll go back to sleeping in my car. I'm not putting up with people's bullshit no more. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Because Frank was like, well, why don't you just go back to the mousetrap? Fuck that. No. Hell no. I'm not. One, I don't have the money to pay the rent. I did, but I stopped paying the rent because he wouldn't do nothing about them fucking rodents. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm only going back to get my shit and to give him back his key. That's the only reason why I would go back. That's it. That's it, and that's all. The only reason why I would go back to this house is to go get the rest of my shit, and then that's when you can get your key back. So no, that's not an option. And then my church lady friend was like, well, why don't you go back to the former friend's house? Are you fucking crazy? Are you mental, lady? For real? Everybody knows that that bitch is an asshole. We are not friends. I said she dead. She dead to me. She don't exist. She don't exist. She played too many motherfucking games too. She a liar too. She a manipulator. She do all this stupid shit. Fuck no. I will have my ass right here outside with my back, hurt back, not being able to pee, which that was an issue last night. I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go to the bathroom. You know, I will have my ass right here outside. I will have my ass sleeping in a car. I'm not dealing with that dumb shit. She an asshole. She has no respect for me as a person, let alone for the friend that I was, just like this mental motherfucker too. No, not an option. That's what I told her. I said, fuck that bitch. She was very rude and disrespectful. And she dead to me. That's it. So don't ask me no stupid dumbass questions. She's like, well, you need a place to stay, Traci. I understand that. But that's not an option. Not an option. Like Jeffrey said, we are not going backwards. We are not going backwards. She got her walking papers months ago. This chapter now is closed too, because I already wasn't talking to him. I wasn't talking to him. His daddy died, and I felt bad. That's the only reason why we're in communication right now. What's up, Super Rainbow Queen? I pray for your safety, Traci. You will make it through this. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. You know, I haven't given up. I haven't given up, and my folks are still looking out for me. So that's important, because for the longest time I felt like I didn't have a support system. Through my YouTube, I most certainly have a support system. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but you know, this too shall pass. You know, but like Carissa said, he don't give a fuck about you, because he's like, every time when you asked him for help, he was in a position that he could have helped. He just chose not to help. So I'm not helping him no more. And like, this is ridiculous. Like, y'all literally kicked me out on the street. So I told him last night. I told him. I said, when you in your room and about to go to sleep tonight, I was like, you think about me being here on this bench, having to sleep outside when you're in the house, in your nice little bed, in your air conditioning and all that shit. You think about me. My heart is broken, Trace. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. But it's fine. Like I said, I'm going to have to blow up this lady email. So y'all pray for me. Pray for me. Please pray for me that my money is released today. Because I told the dude at the storage that I should have the money at least by Wednesday. She said she was going to call me Monday. She didn't call me. So I'm going to blow up her email. Like, don't play with me. I need my money. I need my money. I can't play with these folks no more. It's been 3 years. I need my money. Like, I can't wait no more. I need my money. I'm out here in the street, and my shit literally is about to get auctioned off. And I told him, if my mama's stuff after 18 years of paying for this storage gets auctioned off, I'm fucking you up. And I mean that shit. The bill was only $323 with the 1 month's rent and the 1 month's late fee. But they charged me way too much money for that bin. The bin is barely even $100. And they charged me double that because I've had the bin for so long. So I asked for the discount. And so I don't even know if the discount had applied for this month because the shit was behind. So that shit went from $323. Now I have to pay $988 to make sure that my shit don't get auctioned off. And he had the money. He could have gave me the $323. I got all of my bills paid for June except for that one bill. And then once I had that flat tire, I haven't been able to work. It's been a month. I have not had no means to be able to make no money. So we're getting the house in order. And, so his mom had like brand new shoes and stuff in there. I was like, okay, well, if we sell these shoes for like $20 a pair, we could at least get like $300 for these shoes. He won't do nothing. Like, the bed needs to go like that. That bed is expensive. Like, he could get at least 1,000. I would say a minimum of 1,000 up to like $1,500 for that bed. Well, I'm trying to get rid of the bed. Well, you don't say nothing about the bed. You don't do nothing about that unless I say something. That's what I'm saying. He needs supervision. He needs supervision. He's 45 years old, but he has the brain of like a 12-year-old. He needs supervision. So, ah, I don't know what else I got in this bag. It was so funny when I was sitting there at the. I was holding my my um my backpack tight when I was sitting there with, the dude that I met at the bus stop. His name is Chris too. Why did my fucking vibrator start going off? Zzz. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like, and I couldn't get to the motherfucker. To turn it off. And he's like, Tracy, why do you have a vibrator? Why are you asking me stupid ass questions? Why don't you just get you a man? Again, why are you asking stupid ass questions? Because if it was just that easy, don't you think I would have had one? Shit. Well, I'm a man. I'm a man for the streets. I don't care. So he said that I want pussy. Well, I ain't giving up no pussy just to have a place to lay my head for the night. Are you crazy? So that's it. So see, people sometimes when they prey on your vulnerability, they just think that you just automatically gonna cave. No, I got my backpack, put my backpack on my back. I'm like, okay, well, see you later. Where you going? I'm going right back to the motherfucker park where I was last night. What park? The one I told you that's across the street from that BP. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. I ain't giving up no pussy just so I can have a place to lay my head for a night. Are you crazy? I just met this dude 2 weeks ago. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know where you been. And I'm automatically supposed to spread my legs to you? Fuck no. Crazy. That shit is beyond crazy. This little thing here is in my bag. That's what's weighing down my bag. I need to take it out. I don't know where to put it though. Oh. I'm surprised it hasn't conked out yet. I had to tie my little food bag to one of my other bags because it was trying to fall on me. Hold on, let's see it fall down. There we go. Shit, is it gonna fit in here? What the fuck is in here, Trace? Ooh. All right, there we go. So, so when I was talking to Frank last night, he was like, "Why didn't you just go ahead and give us a coochie?" No, nigga. He was like, "You've already started to play with that toy already, haven't you?" Yup. Sure did. Multiple times. Sure did. Shoot. Pleasuring yourself is the safest sex that you can have, okay? Mm-hmm. Change, I just found 31 cents. Change in my purse. So pray for me, y'all. Pray for me that I get my money today. Pray for me so then I'm not, I can't do this again. I had to do it last night. Okay, fine, no problem. But I can't be sleeping outside. Like, the elements, what if it's raining and stuff? The bugs tore my ass up last night. And it was cold. It got real cold. Like, from the moment it got cold, I was shivering. My body is not the same. Like, my body temperature is not the same no more since I lost that weight. I get colder quick. Like, cold just seems to stick with me, All right. All right, that's better. I don't know. Something else is in here that's heavy. I gotta take it out, but ouch. They have a little Family Dollar basket. Like if I had room, I probably would get it and use it, put something in it. But I don't have no more space in this cart. I can't put nothing else in this cart. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. I can't get my arm in here with these pants on. But it's still kind of chilly right now. That's why I put my little pants on my arms to not have the mosquitoes. Can mosquitoes actually bite through clothes? Because they were tearing my ass up last night. You prayed for me last night. Thank you, Super Rainbow Queen. You know I appreciate you, honey. You know I love you. I appreciate you. All right, let me move that. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my other phone? Got to keep them together. Keep them together. My phone's going to cut off at some point, y'all, because you know my phone is literally about to unalive itself from the battery. All right, so what time is it? I know the McDonald's is not going to let me take this cart in there. Uh-oh, I got potty. Oh, shit, it's almost 7 o'clock. Okay. All right, so which direction? I don't know. This community, it's a community center right here, but I don't know what time they open. And I probably would have just still been chilling here in the park had I not had to go charge my phone. Because the library doesn't open till 12, and like I said, I can't take the card in there. She said I could only do it at one time. Oh shit! Hold on. Push this case back up here. Yeah, this is like a cute little makeup case. I'm keeping it. Okay. Imagine that. Is it by the Save-A-Lot? Let me go this way because I don't even know what's down this way. So let's see. Body's gonna be hurting. I'm gonna need to soak in the tub after all this. For real. Oh. I smell barbecue. It's early to be smelling barbecue. What? Somebody grilling. See, that's the type of shit that my mama would do. It could be raining, snowing, hailing, whatever outside. Mama gonna be on that grill. Uh-oh, my cup's gonna fall. Hold on. Put it up here because I don't want to. That's what I was drinking, my little Kool-Aid. So I took the Kool-Aid picture, so he can't have no more Kool-Aid. He pissed me off. I got the Kool-Aid packs and the picture. All I didn't have was the damn sugar. Alright, let's see what this laundromat is that he's talking about. It's starting to get hot already, y'all. $20 for gas. I'm like, if I'm giving up $20 for gas for a ride, it didn't have to go towards the driver. Not you, Frank. You think you slick. Mama said you can't. The slickster. I can't see if my phone died. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I wasn't sure because it faded to black, so But it's about to cut off, though. It's about to cut off, y'all. That's why I gotta find some place to charge up. Oh, they closed the little chicken and waffles. Huh. I never went in there. Legends chicken and waffles is closed. It's all boarded up. That just happened because it was just open. It was my favorite little Chinese stuff. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't even order my little Chinese. I haven't had this money in a month. Didn't make no money this whole month. Even in the house, I was so fucking away. I was trying. And then I don't see no damn laundry.